Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Escaping the pressure right. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the intended receiver on the play. And it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. You talk about this Lions defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
Now Jones on the move to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Throwing, Jones. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. You look at this Carolina defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up Johnson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and show. And in for the Lions, touchdown! Dalton Kincaid, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Jake Moody now for the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to be brought down right there after the catch at the 34.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Cadence, lock in the cage, lock in the cage. Goal, north salad. Goal, north salad.
Operating from the gun, Jones.
He'll drop this down to Taylor.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 more on that one and another first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line. So if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple more times.
On 2nd and goal, Jones looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This connection there, he's had just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Taylor. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Okay, here we go.
6-0 our score after 1. Panther football to start quarter number 2. hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Steps away. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and unforced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
From down near his goal line here, Herbert.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st down, Justin Herbert.
That caught by the rookie tight end, Luke Schoonmaker.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The Lions at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And the key for them, as I see it, tightening things up on defense because the offense did its part. They played well, but defensively.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert.
Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Xavier Woods with a pick.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Off play action. Jones. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor.
And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Here we go, hey.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And they take the lead here at 7-6.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or
very
lights
quickly.
out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. Dorsett on the return. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Jones off the play fake. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
He'll get this off to Taylor.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
An audible here to get a new look.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side.
And the Panthers are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Here we go. Go, dog, dog, dog. Go, cutter, go, cutter. Go.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Jonathan Taylor
With his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is up to 8.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. You back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Detroit. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Alexander Johnson there on the stop. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Jones.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Operating from the gun. Jones. Open man. Once again, it's Thielen. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Jones.
There's a short throw taken in by Bryant.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Okay, let's go.
They'll look to throw again.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19. They're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Off play action. Jones. Touchdown!
Quentin Johnston with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Boy, 30 more yards and another 1st down.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Addison hauls it in.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down. Herbert off of play action.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Panthers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use?
Okay, here we go.
Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
They run the option on second down.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Taking it about the 36.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Lions will take over.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Tackled on the play by Kyer Elam. Now 2nd and 5.
Here's Herbert.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Kincaid was drafted as a tight end. Many thought he was the best in his class. But plays like that remind you his position should really just read pass catcher. He's someone who gets it done lined up off the tackle or out wide.
12. Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
There's the stiff arm. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And quickly, they get to the line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Uchenna Nwosu. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Here we go, hey.
On the handoff, Taylor.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle. Now a 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake. Jones. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are right back in this football game.
Jones pass. Intercepted.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard gain brings up 2nd and 4.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Give Uchenna Nwosu the credit for the stuff. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Half jumbo, half jumbo.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And that is dropped. Oh, that could have been a near certain 6 points. He was all alone, but he could not look it in. My, oh, my.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
Here's 1st and 10.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Chark.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
Complete to Dalton Kincaid. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Herbert now. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And Xavier Woods with a pick. Down the sideline he goes. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Half 18, half 18.
And they take a knee.
Here we go.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This to make it a 3-score game late. And he pushed it. Pushed it from short distance, wide right. It's no good. And that will keep this a 15-point game. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker as to run over to his head coach.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'd be an interesting tape.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. But tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Throwing is Wilson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. You look at this Bears defense.
They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time. Made it.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. He may go.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Bears 7, Colts nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. Trying to power it ahead with one. And this is going to be a Colts first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. And the Colts at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like
and he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It was Miles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Steps away to his, and he's going to go down again. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they do.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bears are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Now back to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. At that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
First down, Chicago.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Buying time to his left. That is caught by Laporta. Touchdown Bears. Sam Laporta, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Colts nothing.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Now Wilson. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they're able to get
get this one past the 30 down to the 25. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They go play action with Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
They'll toss this right side to Cam Akers.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 11.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got it. Touchdown, Colts.
Luke Schoonmaker.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Colts are back within a score.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Flushed out right.
Looking Austin Eckler's way again.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Back to throw again. And his throw here's incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
On 2nd down, Eckler. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Back to throw here. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
In on the stop, it was Dorrance Armstrong.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Wilson smart to take off and run with it as he's able to pick up the first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect it with his legs for that first down pickup.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd down, Wilson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
That's good for a Colts. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Derwin James with a pick. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Aubrey now for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles, they got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. Keenan Allen, 72 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now Wilson changing the play. Now Wilson to throw on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Colts get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Booker is on target. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. That's complete to the Porta. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Looking to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Blitz coming, and down he goes. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
2nd and 15. Eluding the pressure right. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Wilson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Here's Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. Touchdown, Colts! Kyron Williams, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts use the short field to get in for 6. Butker now to add the extra point. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. About 6 across the 30 to the 31.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He'll look to throw. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
That throw into the arms of Allen. He is out of bounds inside the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 18. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
To throw is Wilson. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them. but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Wilson to throw.
That's taken in by Higgins.
And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Colts send out their punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Now a handoff to Rodriguez. Takes it to about the 37. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at about the 14. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd and 10.
Now Wilson. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On 3rd down, Wilson. Flush to his right.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
That's good for the Colts. First down.
Throwing is Wilson.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Wilson's throw caught by Higgins.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
A lot of tired bodies on that field. But this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Wilson. And that's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave it with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 46.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Now it's Wilson.
Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Here's 2nd down.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
And he checks this one down to Williams.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Throwing now is Wilson.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henley.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he returns this to the 22.
Duvernay on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10.
This is 1st and 10. Wilson getting right back to it after the pick 6.
Dancing to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10.
And that's caught inside the 35.
Here's 1st down.
Looking to throw. Wilson.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. 25 seconds to go. They must recover if they're going to have any chance. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears.
Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon, because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times.
down.